Hi everyone! I really wasn't expecting to make a video today when I walked out the door to throw my trash away, but I thought, you know what, before the wind really starts kicking up, I want to show you the way I'm growing my indeterminate potatoes. Just really quickly, I'm using a version of the Ruth Stout method with the straw and everything like that. But I don't have straw and I don't have hay. So I've been just going with whatever material I can find at each place I'm staying at. So I'm going to show that to you, but let's look at my peas first because they're flowering and they're so pretty. And I wanted to show those to you first. So the tomatoes might be struggling out here with the wind and everything, but my peas are doing great. Look at the pretty flowers. This is called let's see, what was it called? Little Snow Pea Purple. That's the name of the plant. And I can't wait. I think there's some more over here. Yeah, there's another over here. We're gonna have peas very soon. And the wind doesn't seem to bother it at all. I do have that Scamp window guard. I have it over on the side because yesterday the wind was coming from this way and it was kind of shielding the plants a little bit. I had these also tucked behind them, so yeah. So I'm going to show you next. I told you guys I was doing the Ruth Stout, a version of the Ruth Stout gardening for these potatoes, and I'll go over and say what I said before. I started this, the bottom, I put some soil, about 4 inches up. These are potatoes that I bought at the grocery store. Oh, we got wind again today, so I'm sorry. But okay, these are potatoes we bought at the grocery store. And I chitted them, I think, in January. And then I threw them in here, so there's 4 inches of soil. Put the potatoes down, and then I can't recall now how many. I think there was 4 small ones. And then and then I put some dried desert grasses I found there in the whoosh by my trailer. I put those in there, and I kind of mixed some soil in with it, put some granular fertilizer in, and then that's it. And then they started to come up, and when I got on the road, they got about 4 inches up, the stems and leaves. So while I was up in the mountains there north of Silver City, I found a bunch of pine needles and leaves, and I mixed it with soil and covered it. And it didn't take a week for them to come up over it. I'm treating these potatoes like they're indeterminate. I'm pretty sure russets are, but it doesn't hurt anything anyway. But that's the way I'm treating it. The other potatoes I have over there, that way, are Yukon Gold, and they're determinate. So you just put 4 inches down, lay your potatoes, then just pile some dirt on, and they're not going to grow any more potatoes up the stems. Whereas indeterminate, every time you cover them, they'll grow some more potatoes as they go up. So that's the theory. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because they're up pretty far now, but you can't really tell it's dark in there. Let me get this on the tripod, and I'll show you what I'm doing now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is the grass, dried grass and whatever is mixed in with it. That's what I found out here in the desert. So I'm going to start layering that in. And we're going to do this until the stems and leaves are covered again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some soil in with it too. Ruth Stout used straw or hay. I don't have that. So we're going with, oh, wait a minute here. Let's get these out of here. So we're going with whatever I can find. Now, I can't remember. I think I used straw at my house when I had my earthbed gardens, and I would just lay it on top of the soil there. I'm going to put a little bit of, I don't know if you see this, but this is granular fertilizer. And it takes a while to work, so it's not immediate. That's why I use the water-soluble fertilizer on a weekly basis. That way it gets immediate help. Okay, we'll just keep covering these. Now, like I said the last time, they were up over this in less than a week. They came through, so that was pretty cool. I'm almost out of soil. According to the guy I watch, Gary, at the Rusted Garden, he's my mentor, gardening mentor. Potatoes are heavy feeders, so you have to give them fertile soil and for them to grow. Also, water them a lot. And with the fabric bags, you can't really overwater because the water just comes right out. Okay, let me go grab some more. Let's see, do I have enough in there? I'm gonna put a little bit more grass on top. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna put a little more in here. All kinds of really cool stuff. I think this will be enough. Yeah. So they're covered over a bit. And I think, I don't know if it's the last time I'll do this or not. We'll see. I'm not really sure. So we got that. And mix a little soil in with it. It's my labels. I've got some labels in here in the dirt. I'm just gonna mix some soil in with it. I don't know why, it's just, because I'm not doing the straw hay thing, I'm just think I should probably throw a little bit of soil in there, and I think we're okay. I already did the fertilizer on this yesterday, water soluble 555, so I'm not going to do that again, but I will wet the top of this. And I also watered already this morning too. I thought it was going to be windy, so I hadn't planned to do any of this. And then, yeah, it is supposed to be the second day of 50 mile an hour winds, but they weren't happening, so I checked my app and it said it doesn't start till 2 o'clock. So that's why I'm doing this now. I'm gonna get some water and water this. This'll do it. I think this'll work. It'll be interesting to see how this comes out. Yeah, who knows? I always got potatoes back at my house out in that garden, but they were always real small. I don't think I'll get anything big in this one either. I do have 2 more large potatoes that have chitted, and I just threw them in a brown bag and threw them in the van. They weren't as far along as the ones I used in this. And they're pretty big potatoes. So I'll check them in a month or so. And when I get settled up in the mountains there at Eagle Nest, I'll use those and start another bag here. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm gonna get or if I'm gonna get anything out of this. I mean, you generally do get something, but yeah, we'll see. I just thought I'd show you that. The tomatoes did real good yesterday in that nursery I made in the van. Maybe before I go, I will show you a little bit of that. But yeah, those tomatoes did real good. in the back of the van there because the winds were so bad yesterday. I was just going nuts. I was stuck in that trailer. I had forgot to put my stabilizers down, so the thing was just bouncing. I thought it would just take off into the air. Oh my God, it was horrible. Anyway, I put the stabilizers down, you know, they helped somewhat. And hopefully when around 2 o'clock they say the wind's gonna kick back up again, and hopefully that we won't have as much bouncing. Luckily, when I went to bed last night, it kind of settled down where it was just a gentle rock, and sometime in the middle of the night it stopped altogether. So, but I went out last night. I couldn't stand being in here in that trailer a second longer, and I was going crazy. So I went out last night to Borderland Cafe and I ordered I mean, it's literally 3 minutes down the road, and the visibility was like hardly, not good, put it that way. So I went down the road and I got a Chipotle bacon cheeseburger with enchilada fries, and that is actually, it's a green chili cream sauce over the fries and some Mennonite cheese that is, I guess, a northern Mexican cheese. It is so good. Here is a picture of it. I thought of doing a video and there was just no way. I was so frustrated from the wind and so hungry. I just took a picture of it and that's it. So this is my Chipotle bacon cheeseburger. Okay, that's about it. Let me put the video of what I did in the van here, and I'll put that in right now. So I also wanted to show you where I was getting this dried grass. It's from this area right over here. And let's see. Yeah, it's got pretty good, I think it'll work out really well. Very nice. And I have a tendency to hoard this stuff, so before I leave I'll probably fill up one of my pots that I don't have anything. Ow, ow, wait a minute. Stop 1 second. Oh wow, that hurt. I've been digging in this stuff for days and I haven't had any problem, and yeah, I got those stickers. Those smart. Anyway, I'll put on my gloves. Well, I'll go to an area that, you know, that was close to the ground that I'd already taken from. So maybe I'll just put on my gloves, come over here and grab some of this and put them in one of my pots that are empty right now. I'll take them with me. I've been hoarding this stuff. I have a whole pot full of pine needles and dried leaves from up in the mountains. So yeah, here's some over here. I'll just fill a small pot with it. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Okay, let me show you the back of the van here. Okay, so there's the solar, 100 watts. We have no sun today, but it does take in something. And here's the tomatoes. Yes, these two here and this, they're not going to make it. They're just so sad. But I think these three right here will be okay. The peppers, I just put them in here too. They don't like cold weather, and I didn't want to put them through the wind and everything, so they're in here. I have some little tomatoes I started here, and these didn't need lights or anything, but I think it's a little warmer here in the van. These are the ones I already started the other day, tomatoes. So we're covered. I think I'm going to do a few other varieties of tomatoes they haven't tried before. But actually, I look at these. These are doing much better in the van here. And we're starting to they're about to flower. So that's really cool. And this one is flowering. This is a different variety than the other two. So I just don't think they're tumblers. And I don't think they're going to make it. I think I'm wasting my time even trying to keep them alive, but who knows. So they're safe and sound in here under the light. I'm not getting any sun in. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah, no watts coming in. I'm sure there is. This thing's kind of hinky. I'll have to play with it. But it's taking out 13 watts. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some sun in there. We're gonna run out before the day is up. So I'm gonna let you guys go for now. It's just a short video on Ruth Stout sorta version of growing potatoes. So I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.